Like, what was your life before and what's your life now, Sarah, if you could talk about that briefly?
Sure. So I did my first foundation about 8 years ago in Queensland with an awesome lady named Viv Adcock. I would say before Access, before the bars and before foundation, from the outside looking in, most people would say I had a really cool life. I worked with animals. I lived in, I live in Australia, beautiful part of the world. Young, I was in what would most people consider a good relationship. But on the inside, I was like, oh my God, this is like, I just every day woke up and felt like I was either just a cog in a machine or like teetering on this space of like being just really not satisfied in my life and always knowing that there was a lot more available. As a child, I was always like the dreamer, always the child that was off exploring different things. And, it was always a place that I made myself wrong for so many things. Like there were so many places in my life where I held myself up against what everyone else was doing. So then I met this amazing thing called Access Consciousness, where the whole mantra of Access is empowering people to know that they know and to know what they know. And since then, my whole life from the outside in has changed. I now travel the world. I work for Access Consciousness full time. I'm a certified facilitator. I get to visit amazing parts of the world, either working on Access classes or facilitating my own classes, which is amazing and awesome. I have what people now would consider a life that most wouldn't even dream is possible. But more important than anything else for me is my being and the sense of myself. And what Access has given me above everything else is always looking for and finding and choosing more of me and for me. So I work with some brilliant and amazing people. My brother and sister-in-law are two of the 4 people in the world that can facilitate COP. So I have some really amazing people in my life. And yet, to me, the most valuable product in this world is me. And if there's one thing that Access has given me, it's that. And never ever choosing less than the reality and the future that I desire to create for myself. So yeah, that's really what Access has changed and continues to change for me every day. And that's the cool thing about this stuff. It never stops. It never slows down. So all you need to do is ask and choose, and the rest will, I'd love to say, take care of itself. It's not always super easy, but there's always tools there to help you with absolutely anything.